Hi, Sandra Gerard here from The Worthier Part, sandratwp.com, and I wanted to talk with you a little bit more about the game Set. This is a follow-up from my previous video where I talked about it. This is actually the mini round version, so you might call this a travel version of a game. We actually played it at home and it went great. It's a nice fast little game that goes by real quick, comes in this tin. It's about a couple inches across, so it looks really big here, but it's actually not. Easily goes in your pocket or in your bag. So what happens when you open this tin, you have about 27 of these little cards that you put out. Now this is the back of the card. This is, this is what the back of the card looks like. This is the front of the card, the side that you're playing. And the way that you play the game is each of these cards are dealt out 12 at a time by a dealer, not all over the table like this. I just did this so that you could see all the various shapes and colors. And then play begins. And in this game there are no turns. Everyone is looking at all of the cards at the same time, and the idea is to identify a set of 3 cards, which is very strictly defined. Excuse me. So you go ahead and you look at the cards, and when you think that you see a set of cards, you say the word set, and at that point you take control of the table. You pick up your 3 cards. If they are in fact a set, you keep them. So let's take a look at how set is defined in this game. Basically, it's 3 cards, and that they have 3 characteristics that have to be kept in mind. And those three characteristics will either be all the same between all 3 cards or all different. So if we look at this one, we need to look at color, quantity, and shape. All 3 cards have the same color. Okay, so it's either they're all 3 the same or all 3 different. They're all 3 the same, so that's good. They all 3 have a different quantity on the face. Okay, so they could, if they were all single figures, then they would all be the same. Since one has 1, one has 2, one has 3, they're all different. If one had 1 and the other 2 both had 2, that would not be a set. So that qualifies because they are all different. And then the third characteristic is the shape, and they all have that same shape. So on color, they are all the same. Quantity, they are all different. Shape, they are all the same. So this qualifies as a set. Let's take a look at another set. This also qualifies as a set. Take a look first at the color. Is the color all the same, or is the color all different? Yes, the color is all different. Take a look at the quantity. Are the quantities all the same, or are the quantities all different? The quantities are all different. Now we take a look at the shape. Shapes all the same or shapes all different? They are all different. So this is also a qualifying set. Here's my third example. Let's take a look at the color. Are the colors all the same or all different? Yes, the colors are all different. So there's our number one characteristic. Let's take a look at the quantity. Are the quantities all the same or all different? They are all different. So that's a yes. Okay, now let's take a look at a shape. Are the shapes all the same or are the shapes all different? Are the shapes all the same? No, because right here in the center we have these ovals instead of these squiggle things. Are the shapes all different? No, because this card and this card have the same shape on them. So this example here would not count as a set. Now that's important, because if you pick up 3 cards that you think is a set that turns out not to be a set, then you lose a point. For every set you pick up that actually is confirmed by all the other players as a set, you gain a point. And when all of the cards have been used, then we tally the points. Now this might sound kind of simple once you get the definition of a set, and I will say I played with 2 of my boys, and first round it was just a matter of checking those 3 characteristics. Are they all the same or are they all different? And then we played again, and we thought this is pretty easy, but it was going fast, and we're used to spending a little more time playing games. And boy, did we get the cards shuffled well on the third time, because the third game took us as long as the first 2 games. Those cards just came down where they really kept us thinking. Now something kind of cool that I I enjoy about this company is they do weekly online games, or they have daily set games, and then they have a weekly contest where you can win a free game. So this was a little insert that came in the mini round because the full size version of the game actually has more variations than the mini round game. So you not only have solid colors like this, but you can have shadings, and you can even have just outlines with no shadings and no colors in. So you have the opportunity for a lot more variations. And then you can go online and you can play their daily puzzle, and you can even go onto Instagram or onto their Facebook page, and they have weekly puzzles where there's a winner. There's actually a winner where you can win a game. So their website is setgame.com. I will put the links for their Instagram account and their Facebook page in the show notes. And if you come and look down here, this is just what the outside of the tin looks like. Again, it's not really quite that big because it's only, there we go, get that in there. It's only a couple inches across, but it's quite a fun little game. It goes by really fast. If you have a little bit of time to kill, it's a great one. Also, if you're a family with children, when my boys were little, we lived in the city and we rode public transportation a lot, and we killed a lot of time at bus stops. I don't think really little children could play the full game of Set, but little kids love playing puzzles where they are matching same and different. So if you have even a range of kids, this is something that your older kids can play. Your younger kids will enjoy that whole challenge of checking out what's same and what's different. Just really super fun game. Check it out. More information in the notes for the video, and thanks for watching.